In this second half of the tutorial, I'm going to give you a quick run through of how to set up your custom device type, or the LightwaveRF custom device type, on the SmartThings cloud. So what you're going to need to do initially is go to API, or actually if you just type in API SmartThings into Google, you should just get graph.api.smartthings.com. And then follow that link. Generally, though, you won't be logged in, so you'll have to log in. And that should take you to graph.api.smartthings. If you're in the UK, you're going to want to click, I believe it's My Locations, and this should take you to the UK graph. So I'm going to just have to log in again, but you shouldn't have to. Nuts. Useless with passwords. Cool, so I'm logged in now, thank God. What we're going to want to do is we're going to click My Device Handlers, and we're going to want to create a custom device handler. I have actually got a server running locally on my Mac here, and this is just to demonstrate it in action after it's set up. So the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to, let me just leave that page because we've got no reason to see that, and I want to do a Google search. We're going to type in Adam Clark-dev again, which should take you firstly to my GitHub repository. If not, it's github.com/Adam Clark. We want to click that. And then we want to click repositories and click SmartThings Lightwave Node Server. So you should have two device types here, which one being the dimmer device and one being the on-off device. So if you want to use the dimmer device and the on-off device, you're going to have to repeat what I do twice now to put the device types, the custom device types in. So we go dimmerdevice.groovy, and we're going to want to click raw and copy the dimmer device code into a new device handler. So we're going to want to click from code, copy that in here, and click create. So cool, what this has done is it's created a Lightwave lights. We probably want to want to rename this, so I'm going to just call this Lightwave dimmer switch here. And let me just double check that I don't need to remember to change anywhere else. Cool, and I'm going to click save, and I want to publish that for me. Cool, device type published successfully for me. Now I want to go to my devices, and I want to create a new device. So this device is going to be my kitchen lights 3. I'm just calling it 3 because I made a couple of them, and you want to give a unique device network ID for that, which is kitch-lights-3. You want to then select the Lightwave dimmer switch type that we just created, set the location as your default hub location and your default hub as whichever hub you're going to use, and now we create the device type. Cool. So we then want to click edit on preferences, and then we want to put in that server IP address that we got from earlier. I'm actually going to put in a different one now because I'm running the server on my local computer at the moment to kind of demo it to you. And then we want to create put our Lightwave IP address in, which is, for me, is that. You can find your Lightwave IP address quite easily by going to your Lightwave hub and clicking the buttons on the front until you get network config, and it should give you an IP address there. Otherwise, say I've got a Virgin Media Hub, I can log in to my Virgin Media Hub and it will show me a list of the IP addresses, and that's one way to do it, I guess. Now, for the next thing, you want to get the room ID and the device ID. this is quite easy to figure out if you've got the app, because you can run down the list of, say, living room, dining room, kitchen, and I can say, right, our room is living room, dining room. I want to use the dining room, so that's room 2, and I want the main lights, so that's main lights is 1, or wall lights would be 2, and you just follow it that way. So room ID 2, device ID for me is going to be 1, and then I'm going to save that. And then basically now this is updated, this is all set up. If you go to your app on your phone, the device should be there and it should be working fine. I'm just going to demo it quickly on here. You don't need to follow any of these steps, but if I go SmartThings Lightwave dimmer switch, which is the device type I just created, I click set location as my home, I choose a device which is Kitchen Lights 3, I click install. This is where it probably is not going to work for some stupid reason, but if I click off, there you go, cool. So you can see that it's been logged by the SmartThings device, and on my server here is off request received, which is then converted it into a UDP request and sent it to the hub, and the lights should have dimmed. You can see with on and off and all that kind of stuff. The one thing you are going to need to do at this point, though, and you only need to do this with the first device you set up for Lightwave, is in the app. There's a register button. You'll need to click the register button in the app, and that'll basically send a registration request to the hub. On the hub, it should come up and say, do you want to authorize this device? And you just need to click yes. If you don't use that first, then none of your requests will get through. After that point, whatever devices you set up, any new devices that you create in the My Devices screen here won't need it, so it's fine. And again, any new devices you want to create, you just click new device again and go Lightwave, say dimmer, or you repeat the process that we've just done for Lightwave on-off switch. Where are we? It's down at the bottom, isn't it? So Lightwave dimmer switch, and then you can just do the same stuff again. Go back preferences and set a different device and room ID. So I hope you enjoy it. Any questions, just put them on the thread on the SmartThings community board for this integration, and I'll be able to answer them pretty quickly. Again, if you're getting a bit stuck, you can get a hold of me on my email address, which is skifunkster@gmail.com. I know it's a pretty stupid email address, but hey, it works. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Cheers, thanks a lot, and